Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly they said Iyalajeoodua and the Ooni of Ife sisters, they gave themselves Wotowoto. They told themselves how they are and how they contributed to what the king is suffering right now, right in the palace in front of all the Olories. Hey. Okay, for the interest of those who have not watched the previous video and how this whole matter started, they said Ooni of Ife called Iyalajeoodua and asked her to go and talk to the Olories, because what they are bringing to the table right now is not what they bargained. That he is running high BP because of their characters and because of what they are doing in that palace, and she have begged them in peace to leave the palace, to go and get a house that he is going to pay for the houses, and they refused, and they are not helping matters at all. That the only thing they always fight is fighting him so that he will not bring Queen Naomi back to the palace. And this is something that he doesn't like, and that will be where their problem is going to start from. So they said Iyalajeoodua, because we do know that they said it is this Iyalajeoodua who introduced Tobi to the king, who made the Tobi, the king marry Tobi and all of that. So, and at first, they said Iyalajeoodua was also fighting against Queen Naomi. That is because Tobi, whom she brought to the palace, is fighting against Queen Naomi, and she is going to support her own now because Tobi happens to be her person, so she's the one she was supporting. But when the matter was getting tough, when they all find out that the king is not happy about how the thing is going on, and when they find out too that the king is now very serious about bringing Queen Naomi back, it looks as if Iyalajeoodua withdrew. He stopped supporting Tobi and all of that. Okay, there was a time they said she even had a quarrel with Tobi, because Tobi was telling her like, look, this is not what we bargained. How can I be here as a wife to a man, and the man will be outside going after another woman who doesn't even want her, that you should go and talk to him and all of that. So with all of that drama every now and then, they said this Iyalajeoodua decided to withdraw himself from the palace matter, and he stopped talking to Tobi. He stopped coming closer to the palace for the moment. But when the king now reported the case to her, telling her to go and talk to them and take action, they said Iyalajeoodua called all the Olories meeting, not knowing that the Ooni of Ife sisters are also coming for the same meeting. I don't know. From what we are hearing, they said the two of them did not arrange the meeting, but maybe the Ooni of Ife sisters have called the Olories meeting the same time that Iyalajeoodua called the same meeting. So they were in that meeting, from what we are hearing allegedly, the Ooni of Ife sisters was advising, we are advising the Olories to please change their ways, that it will be better for them to leave the palace in peace, so that they will not push the king into taking a drastic action against them, or doing something that all of them will regret at last, because they know that the king is a man. And when men try it the way they thought it will be wise, they might try it another way that it will be hurting to everyone involved. So they say while they were trying to convince the ladies to leave the palace, the ladies were also saying that this is not what the Ooni of Ife sisters promised them at the beginning of this whole show, because we do know that they said these sisters of the king, they have been collecting gifts from the Olories. Someone like Mariam, they said Mariam was always buying them bag gold and everything, and that was why they stood strongly behind her until recently that they changed their attitude towards Mariam. So with all of these advices, the Olories see it as nothing. Even the advice from Iyalajeoodua, they said they did not take it serious. That one too was trying to convince them that it will be better that they leave. That Queen Naomi is not a bad person. that the Queen Naomi they are fighting is not a a person that is ready for competition, because they are seeing her as their rival, that she's not a competitive type, that she will always make sure that everyone is respected and stayed in peace, that they should support their husband to go and bring Queen Naomi back to the palace, you know, that even if it means them finding a house outside the palace so that there will be peace, that they should try and do that, that what everyone is working towards is achieving peace and love in the palace, so that people will stop seeing them as the bad people and all of that. So they said after the while the advice was still going on from Iyalajeoodua, Ronke stood up and said that, look, oh, that not even the Iyalajeoodua or the Ooni of Ife sisters have the right to tell them to move out of the palace. That the only person that have that right is the king. But the king have told them, but they did not do it. So you see, they said while Ronke was telling them that she wasn't saying it politely, that she start as in the voice and tone that she used to, as a kind of telling them, look, oh, shut up, you don't have any right over us, this and that, this and they said why the two was a kind of trying to caution Ronke. Ronke started telling them, but you collected something. I paid so amount to you. I do this, I do that. And they said the Ooni sisters and the Iyalajeoodua started fighting themselves over. So you collected so amount from the persons to introduce her to my brother. So you do this to introduce her to the king and all of that. They started fighting themselves over what they involved themselves with the women before they enter the palace, you know. So hey, let me tell you, very soon the Ifa priest will come and join in this fight, because they are all the people that connive with these women to bring them to the palace, even when they know that they are not qualified. They said the buzz goes between the Ooni sisters and the Iyalajeoodua wasn't a small one, because all of them were blaming each other for what they contributed in bringing those women inside the palace and everything. But the Iyalajeoodua, they said, was trying to make peace, telling them this is not the time to apportion blames and all of that, that what they are looking forward to right now is how to make peace and all of that. Hey, okay, oh, don't be smart, you know. See, the God of Queen Naomi have put confusion among all the people that have contributed in one way or the other to send her out of her matrimonial home. And this is exactly what is happening. And I believe by the end of this whole altercation that victory will be hers, and all of them will be put to shame in one way or the other. That palace, they will run far away from that palace for a very long time. So my people, I just saw this on social media and I thought I should come and share it with you. What do you think about it? Do you think it is time to make peace, or they should continue blasting themselves over how they contributed in putting the life of the king in disarray? Okay, oh, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Put your opinion on the comment section and share this video. Bye for now. Love you guys.